Welcome back. This is such an interesting subject to me. I think we could have a field of research only into this thing, except that doesn't even exist. But man, we could. We could have a field of research just about this one subject, and it would be absolutely fascinating. It would be so fascinating. And certainly not in the way that I'm holding it in my mind, which is a combination between the psychological and the spiritual. And it's really fascinating. So I hope it's not too much for you guys. I hope it makes a little bit of sense and it's interesting, okay? So this goes all the way back to Milton Erickson. And Milton Erickson had polio. And he had a real tenacity inside of him. I mean, he would have been a sports champion if he wasn't confined to a wheelchair. So he took all of that energy and he channeled it into his brain. He saw a performance of hypnosis and he said, "This is amazing." And he developed on his own hypnotherapy, using hypnosis not as a stage show, but as a therapy. I mean, he was really the one that established that. And it was Brander and Grinder who studied Milton Erickson, and that formed the humongous base of NLP. Now, they say it was other therapists as well, but really the majority of all of their understandings came from Milton Erickson. Now, some of you believe that you cannot see pictures in your head. And I really get that. When you say that, I believe you, okay? I believe you. I believe that you feel as if I cannot access those things. But I just want you to listen, like just open your mind for a moment and just listen to what Milton Erickson said. He said that every piece of knowledge in your brain is held as a picture. That is how knowledge is held. Now that is fascinating that he would come to that conclusion over years and years of doing therapy. And he was amazing. He was so good at hypnotherapy, they asked him to lead this woman into trance. And as he's leading her into trance, he looks at them and he goes, "Okay, she's in trance." They go, we can't tell that. How do you know? And he goes, "Well, I'm watching the beat of her pulse in her ankle, and I watched the beat slow." And they're like, "Oh my God, who is this guy?" That he could not only notice the pulse in her ankle, but notice that it's actually slowing down, indicating that she is in trance. The body has gone into a more restful state. Sound familiar? So really amazing therapist, he said, every piece of knowing or knowledge in your brain is held as a picture. Wow, that's amazing. So the way that we understand that in NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, is that, okay, here's the picture, and then on that picture there are little pieces of attachments or code, like a smell or a taste or a feeling will be attached to that picture. But the actual knowing of the thing is a picture. Now that's so amazing because now, with the work of someone like Ian McGilchrist, we know from all of the research and all of the medical science that the right hippocampus is the place in the brain that stores all of the pictures in our head. So we see a tree and the left hippocampus says T-R-E-E, tree. But the actual picture of the tree and the knowing of what that thing is, that's all held in the right hippocampus. As an image. As an image. Wow. Right? So we might say, I don't have pictures in my head. But your right hippocampus says, I'm here. I'm way, way down here. But I am here. I am the basis of all of your knowing. Everything that you know, it's based on those pictures in the right hippocampus. And we have layers upon layers upon layers upon layers of pictures that inform what we know. So wow, right? Milton Erickson, everything is a picture in your head. It's all about the pictures in your head. I want to help change your mind. Pictures. We just change the picture, how you see it. We give you a reframe. So here's what happened. I was looking at it this way, and now same thing as there, but now I'm going to look at it this way, and suddenly my mind changes. That's how you create change in therapy. Easy, very easy, simple, and amazing. The level of neuroplasticity inside of you it would scare you if you knew how easy it was to change your mind. Now the next level of those pictures is your subconscious will organize those pictures which are most important to you at the moment in some kind of relationship to you where you are right now. And I can prove this to you. Even if you say, I can't find pictures in my head, I can still do it if we spend enough time. We will find it, okay? And so the question goes like this. I want you to think of something that you really like. For example, I like to drink chai tea. I just love the taste of it. And so when I think of, oh my God, I love chai tea, I think of how much I like it. And there's a picture in my head. And the next question of the NLP therapist is, okay, where's that picture? On the screen of your mind, where's that picture? It's right here. It's actually a picture of a cup and it's going into my mouth. That's how much I like the chai tea, right? So maybe it's a cookie, maybe it's ice cream, maybe it's apple pie. Think of something that you really enjoy. Think of how much you like it. And then where is the picture? On the screen of your mind, where is the picture? You might find it on your right hand because you're right-handed. It means you're ready to pick it up. You might find it very close to your face because it's very easy to grasp very quickly. That's the general idea of how the subconscious will store these images right around you, ready to pick up. It's like your desktop, and you're ready to pick these things up. Okay? Your subconscious says, I need the pictures I'm working with on a daily basis. I want them right here around me so they're ready to go. And if they're not ready to go, the subconscious will pull them out and put them up and they're ready to go. Did anybody ever tell you that? Isn't that crazy? And if you're following along this far and you get it, what I'm saying to you, oh my God, it's huge. It's so huge. All these pictures of the things which are relevant to you today are right out there. Your subconscious puts them right out, right in your field of vision. You don't see them, but they are there subconsciously. And so you might not see it, but you might feel it. You might smell it. You might hear the tone of it. You might sense it. You don't have to see it necessarily, right? You might sense it through another modality. So again, try it again. Think of something, oh man, I love chocolate cookies. Oh man, I love it. How much do you like chocolate? Oh man, I love chocolate cookies. When you think of how much you like chocolate cookies, where's the picture on the screen of your mind? It's right here. It's right here. That's how much I like chocolate chip cookies or chocolate cookies. They're just right there ready to grab, right? So I can sense where the picture is on the screen of my mind. And so the skill as an NLP therapist is to work with somebody and help them find those pictures as well. Then the next question is, okay, what about something that you really don't like? I mean, it could be a sour plum. It could be ginger chews. It could be the ginger that they serve with wasabi. It could be wasabi. Oh, I can't stand wasabi. Think of the worst thing which you've ever actually tasted. The absolute worst thing. It could be spoiled food. It could be moldy food. It could be moldy cheese. So that information, those two things together, the like and the dislike together, they allow us to do the technique called like to dislike. And I have this is an old video. I actually did a demonstration of this quite a while ago. So if you go back and you search like to dislike in my channel, you will find that video. I demonstrate this technique, and the technique blows my mind, because knowing the information, how your subconscious is storing these bits of information on the screen of your mind, if you change those pictures, you change your mind. Like that. Oh my God. So that technique and that demonstration is an amazing example of your own neuroplasticity, your ability to change your mind, even about things you previously thought you could not change your mind. Just amazing, just amazing. Just by understanding how your subconscious organizes these pictures on the screen of your mind. Okay, that's great, but you said you were going to show how this relates to the spiritual. Well, there are all these wonderful techniques, and I want to go over them a little bit, and I want you to try these out before you do a meditation, or anytime you feel like, I think I need to cleanse myself. Try out some of these exercises, see what you feel, because they are working on these pictures that are held in your subconscious. And so the first one, it actually comes from the Hawaiians. They call it cutting the aka cords. And so we go through our day, we have lots of responsibilities, we have lots of worries, we're thinking about this in the future, we're thinking about this in the future, we're thinking about that in the past, we're thinking about what we said to so-and-so, we're thinking about so-and-so, and we're thinking about so-and-so. And the Kahuna would say, each of these ideas creates a cord of energy to what you are thinking about. I'm thinking about something in the past. That creates an aka cord, a cord of energy. I'm thinking about this person and what they said to me. I didn't like it. And that creates an aka cord tying you to that person. And so the Kahuna says, hey, let's just wipe all that. Let's wipe the screen clear for a minute with this technique. And you imagine or feel as if you have a shears. You ever see those shears where they're clipping bushes? Okay, I'm giving you one of those shears. So you take those shears and just imagine all those cords. I don't have to know what they are. I'm just going to shear over here. I'm going to shear over here. I'm going to shear over here. And I'm just cutting the cords and cutting the cords and cutting the cords all around you. All around you. Until you feel, oh, I can kind of feel that. I feel a lightness. I feel more clarity. Cut all the cords around you. Nobody has to see that you are doing it. If you're embarrassed, if you're somewhere public, right? If you're not in public, then feel free. Oh, I'm cutting the cords over here. I'm cutting the cords over here. I'm cutting the cords over here. Cut all of the cords. And then sit down. Even if you don't believe, this is so crazy, but I'm cutting the cords. This is so weird, but I'm cutting the cords. That's fine. Go ahead. Try it that way. I'm cutting the cords up here, and I'm cutting the cords up here. This is so weird, but I'm cutting the cords. I'm going to try it out. Let's see what happens. And then sit down to meditate. What happened? Was it that much better? Maybe it was that much better, or that much better. Then it worked. Even if it's that much better, it worked. Beautiful. You cut the cords. Now habit and life will reestablish those aka cords. They're not lost. Nobody's lost. I'm not saying goodbye to somebody forever. No. I'm just momentarily wiping the slate clean so that I can have more clarity, more peace, and I can enter just a little more deeply, more clearly into meditation, just a little bit faster. Next one. This one comes from one of my old Qigong instructors. It's wonderful. And you just need a lighter. It doesn't have to be one like this. It can be any lighter. And I'm going to go around my body and I'm going to burn the cords. Or I'm burning up the images, right? I'm burning up the negative energy. Just go around your auric field. Wow. Just go around your auric field and just burn everything. And for those of you who love my channel because it's very scientific, this looks nuts, doesn't it? Oh my God, Forrest lost his mind. What is he doing? It looks nuts, right? Just go all over, everywhere, down below. Oh yeah, down. It looks like Forrest lost his mind. What is he doing? Talking about burning up his auric field. But try it out. Because we know everything is a picture. And everything is being thrown up by your subconscious. You have all these subconscious images. If you don't believe it, do something that you like and turn it into dislike and see what that feels like. When they bring the food right in front of you and you can't eat it. It's your favorite thing and you're like, oh, it's gross, take it away. That's real. We're not making that up, right? I should do another demonstration of that. More demonstrations of that. It's so powerful. It proves neuroplasticity. And it proves that your brain, your subconscious, is throwing pictures up all around you. And you can change those by cutting the cords. This old kahuna idea. I'm going to cut the cords. This new idea from my friend, burn everything. Burn the negative energy out of your aura. Everything and everything, all around, behind you, everywhere. And just feel. Okay, I felt this way. I did the exercise. How do I feel now? Then go jump into meditation because that's the best time. I just did a clearing. Now I'm going to jump into meditation. See how you feel. And it absolutely works. It works because you are throwing out, you're clearing the slate of how your subconscious throws out these things. And it will throw them right back later, no problem. You can count on that. But there's a clearing which has taken place and you will benefit from the clearing. And the next time the subconscious throws them out, those pictures will be just a little more clean. So it does have a residual benefit. It is helpful. Very much. And most of all, most profoundly, you're beginning to understand how your subconscious works, how your brain works. It's amazing, right? And last, look at a psychic. Look at somebody that gets a feeling, like somebody comes at you and you get an image. Where did that image come from? Oh my God. You sensed the image that they were carrying, that their subconscious was putting out. They came to you and it hit you, right? Can you see it? This is how some of these psychic impressions come to you. This is how it actually works. They are held in the person's subconscious and then they get close to you. Maybe they get on the phone with you and bam, those pictures hit you. And now we've connected old kahuna learnings with modern psychological understanding of how the brain works. Amazing, right? Just amazing. So thanks for listening to all of this. I know it was a lot and it was a long ride. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and listening to all of that. I just think it's so fascinating and I would love to see 1,000 people working on that in research. It would be amazing. We'd understand so much about ourselves and most of all, we'd understand this profound neuroplasticity. So hope you loved this. If you did, be sure to hit that bell down below so I can see all of you